Hey guys, Ian here. Quick video to go through our Zone 1 or building out of the back phase. This is particularly important for the U9 bowl season, players that are just entering into the program. You're going to hear my voice over these clips that we'll play, and we've gone through with previous age groups in the program. So check it out. All right, here we have 2010 boys. This is 2 years ago, and they're in their first fall U9 season. So real quick, diamond that we want to build. 2 is the outside defender, 7 on the wing, 9 is the striker, and 6 is the central midfielder. This is the shape that we're looking for on every goalkeeper possession. And we're just going to let the clip play through because this build-out game that we do a lot is really just a half-field possession game with the entire team. It's an entire team function. What we want to highlight in this little freeze is not forcing the play. So a concept of trying to go from zone 1 to zone 2 is to arrive in zone 2 clean, under no pressure. So the 3 great players that swarm that gate out wide, the orange player made an excellent decision to come away from that pressure and just recycle the ball. This is another important piece of us getting through zone 1 into zone 2. We really spread out that opposition pressure, which should now give us the opportunity to come forward and find a chance to get into zone 2. Here we just kind of lost the 1v1 battle. We had to use the goalkeeper, and a straight touch took it out of bounds. This is the same crew on a different field out at Stenga. 2 and 3 are going to split wide. Another diamond created within that, the winger, the striker, and the central midfielder. This time we find the 9's feet. By default, with the support left and right of that diamond shape, we can then knock the ball wide. This isolates a 1v1 with spacing behind to attack. And the player drives. He should keep driving really, but he notices the 9 is in support. We've got the winger and the central midfielder attacking as well. And again, we'll just let it play out because we want the play to finish when we run these reps in a practice environment, and have our players know what it feels like to complete zone 1, 2, and 3. This one is obviously a real game. This is a tournament game with our 2010 girls. We're going to highlight the 7, the winger, and how they impact the opposition and how that helps the player with the ball. So the next freeze is going to show how we've dragged over that red shirt player. We've created the lane into the 9, but that came from the midfielder's movement who doesn't even get the ball. So here, quick technical fix. This player should receive facing the center of the field, which she does fix by getting the ball in. And the next player is the opposite winger that should be on that parent sideline so that we can switch the play. But again, smaller details when we coach that zone 2 and zone 3 movement and concepts. So really pay attention to just the starting position on each of these clips. This is 09 boys, so this is 2 years old at least. So 3 and 11, 6 and 9 create a diamond. Everything was blocked, so the goalkeeper is always the safe option. And we try and get the ball out the other side, and just a straight touch takes it out of bounds. So, but again, notice the starting positions, notice the shape. Here's our 2009 girls. Same concept. Good diamond shape, options for the player on the ball. She ultimately chooses to come back to the goalkeeper. The next sort of 10 seconds or so is what I really like about this clip, because we're nice and calm. We just complete the next pass, the next pass. We ultimately solve the problem. We get the ball out wide and we isolate for a 1v1 as we arrive in zone 2. And again, this player having now been freed up and getting that 1v1 position should drive the line and really just push into that 1v1 and advance the ball. But again, smaller details within what we work on in the future. This was a pre-edited clip, again with our 2010 boys in an actual game against the Real South team. Made a good decision here to go back to the goalie as our winger didn't work towards the ball, which again the coach probably fixed on the fly in the game. Same thing here, lanes are blocked with that 2 press from the white shirts. So good decision, just go back through the goalie, nice and calm. Here we've drawn the 3rd white shirt in, and again our red player left of the screen should be working harder to get to the ball, but ultimately we solved the problem in the 1v1. This is a great entry into zone 2, a 5-on-3 with half a field to attack. Player just plays a stray ball and we turn it over, but again, smaller details within within the game that we can certainly fix. So that's how we go zone 1. You'll notice a lot in the clips there, like the final clip in a real scrimmage. We've entered into that zone 2 and we're pushing towards zone 3. And the play breaks down, but really what we're highlighting in this is the zone 1 movement, the creation of the diamond, give the player with the ball lots of options. They're always going to have the goalkeeper as the safe option to go back and potentially switch the field. And as we go through the program, zone 2, zone 3 type movements are going to become part of the progression. Final little tidbit actually for that last clip where we broke 5-on-3. That particular game we lost. And that was in the fall of that team's U9 season. 12 months further down the line, they met again at Stenger, and our boys were able to apply themselves, and through the repetition of everything, through the zones and you know, pass versus dribble and everything that we talk about, they were able to actually turn around and beat that team a year later and beat them by a lot. But it came through the repetition and just the patience and the understanding of this takes time. But it all starts with this zone 1 movement, understanding the numbers system, understanding creating a diamond, understanding playing calm. And yeah, that was an exciting thing to see, specifically because it was against the team, the exact team that we lost to only a year prior. So that's zone 1. Please go back and watch the video again, turn my voice off so you don't have to listen to me, but notice how the players move to create the diamond so that defending player, or sorry, the player that receives the ball initially, which is obviously our defender, has those options with the ball, and how we want to come through zone 1 and enter into zone 2 efficiently but cleanly and not forced, and hopefully we're setting up our players for kind of technical dominance and understanding the game. So thanks a lot.